Let's watch this, man. We got influencer takes Socialite training class and get pregnant with top actor, but internet exposes her. Let's do it. We got some chill ride mango today.
So we're not getting mad, yay!
So we're not getting mad, yay!
Damn.
Guagua.
There were 2 instances in the past 2 months where my brain has been melting. It's just been
Whoa.
Damn! That is smack dead. No, that might be.
Can I watch the video?
No, that might be balloon.
Like, what are you talking about, bro?
It's just the head. Like, damn, nigga.
I know if Devontae's cheeks will not even fit in that circle right there.
Akeem on the bottom left. That's Akeem on the bottom left and Palumi on that right side right there. God damn, nigga, what happened to your head? Who crafted your as a balloon? That shit look kind of. I ain't gonna lie, that shit kind of look scary though. If I woke up and I saw that, I would cry.
Your shit is a snow globe right here. Matter of fact, your head was that shiny when it was bald. Palumi should expose your ass, but let's get into this shit.
Guagua.
There were 2 instances in the past 2 months where my brain has been melting. It's just been seeping out of my skull through the ears. The solidification of my brain is gone. It is no longer jello. It became liquid and came out like hot oil. I'm going to tell you guys about both times. The first time was I decided that I was going to do exposure therapy.
What's that?
I was going to lessen my social anxiety by going out there, purposefully putting myself out there and going to the eye doctor. Huh? You're like, what? That sounds like a normal thing. Don't get me wrong. I go to the eye doctor every year. I get my retinas checked out every year. I get my pupils dilated. In fact, this year I've gone many a times because I was convinced that I was going blind in one eye. Long story short, I'm fine. I don't have 20/20 vision. In fact, if I take off my contacts and you're throwing pickleballs at me, I will get hit every single time. You won't miss. I will
Have you told them you're...
I went to the eye doctor because I had a pickleball straight to my eye. Straight to my optical dome right here,
that.
and I had to
So
go to
she
the
wasn't even
emergency
saying
room,
it just
and then
to
I had to
say
go
it
to an eye
actually
doctor. I
happened
went to
to
an eye specialist
Because Stephanie is convinced that she saw... What is it?
I saw flashing lights, and that's when you know that your retina is like detaching from your eyeball.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's f***ing detaching. And I would lay in bed and I would go, honey, do you see the flashing lights? And he'd be like, no, just close
He'll
your
probably
eyes.
looking at you like, bro, what the f*** are you talking about?
No.
Nah, that's a real thing though. That's happened to me too. I haven't got mine checked
Your
yet.
eyes?
Yeah, it's like you'll see like flash, like it looks like a car passing by a window. That's what it looks like.
That's
You had that
all the
before?
time.
You see that?
Not all the time, but I've seen that.
Apparently, it's normal with age. But if it happens because you injured it, you should go get it checked.
Yeah, when I was younger, it was just you just see the little flashing lights just right by your shit, right? Like it just goes past you.
Yeah, it looked like a car is passing through your window, like when it's nighttime and look like how like, but it's like in the corner of your eye, but it's nothing actually passing your window. It just looked like it. Y'all, that's never happened to y'all.
I thought I'm getting old. Y'all nigga older than me. Nigga, I ain't never experienced no shit like that. Unless I get punched in my eyeballs and then I see flashlights.
I mean, that means you about to pass out.
See that when I only see that when somebody like smashed me like in my face or a ball hit me in the face, and then you see that flash. That's the only time I see.
No.
Just by chilling, and then you see a white light. You think
but get hit now with a baseball, you will see that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Of course, you gonna see straight darkness, nigga.
You're gonna be out cold.
I'm like, they're closed.
No.
Just kidding.
Stephanie claims she saw it once.
Yeah, and then I went to the eye specialist and she was like, you have to see it multiple times. Like, trust me, if your retina is detaching, you will know. However, you are at higher risk for that. So just be careful. Just be careful. That's what she told me. And so I go to this eye doctor like it's my civic duty. I go there every other month. I just show up. I get my pupils dilated. I'm like, is it all good up in there? And I bring my husband. I always bring him because I like when he is sitting on the side and he talks to the doctor. It just, and also we live in a society. I feel like the doctors are always nicer to me when my husband's there. They're like, you want pain meds?
No
okay.
bullshit.
Like, everything. Okay.
No bullshit.
It's crazy.
Some
It's
of them
crazy.
niggas do
We
be
should write a
dicks.
book on this. It's actually up. However, this eye doctor, I've seen him a couple times. He seems really nice. He's also younger. So I'm like, you know what? I feel like this could be good exposure therapy. And also my husband was busy. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go by myself, honey. And he's like, are you sure? Are you sure? And I'm like, I'm going to talk to this man. I'm going to figure out his life story. I'm going to crack 20 jokes. I'm going to make him giggle gaggle. This is how I get exposure and my social anxiety goes down. So I show up there. I sit in that fucking chair. I make sure that he wipes the thing because so many faces are on there. And I start yapping. I'm yapping away. I'm cracking jokes. I'm cracking a lot of jokes. I forgot what jokes I was cracking, but it was really good. I think one of them was something to do with the ice ages because it was getting chilly. Anyway, really like top tier shit,
that
like
joke was lame
Netflix
as hell.
comedy special level shit. Okay.
Like this
Fuck
video.
is that,
Yes, I'm
You
having
probably
a
thought
good
she was
time.
high, bro.
And the very first sentence out of his mouth, because the whole time he's been like, okay, yeah, no, I see. And then the next words out of his mouth are, oh yeah, so my wife has the same thing. And I went, oh no.
Have what?
Oh no. And then I
My
started
cuts?
getting in my head. This is why I have social anxiety, because I overthink every interaction and I go, wait, I have just been over the top yapping for the past 15 minutes. Like, ha-ha-haing so loud. This man thinks I'm hitting on him. I don't know if that's true, but in my head, it was true because the first thing he
I
brings
see.
up is his wife. So then I'm like, oh my fucking God. I shut down because I'm like, now there is this man out in the wild.
Because he brought up, quote, his wife.
But that was the first sentence he said. So then I was like, how do I bring up my husband? But then I was like, no, but that's even weirder if I just bring up my husband.
Oh, so it's
then
not
I was
her
like
doctor,
really
it's
in
the
my
random
head about
doctor.
it. And then the rest of the eye appointment, I said 2 words. I said fucking butt nothing. I just sat there and went, okay, thanks. And now he thinks I'm like a stone cold. I don't know. I don't know what's happening, but it made my brain melt. And I came home and I was like, honey.
Damn.
Okay,
You know what's
let me
funny? I know
explain.
exactly
He's
what
like-
she's going through.
No.
Like, cause I have a little bit of it too, but I know exactly what she like that overthinking shit. Bro.
Yeah.
I know exactly what the
Sitting there
talking
like,
about.
damn. This
And
nigga
then
think I'm
I
hitting on him.
guarantee you when she left too, she probably think, damn, I probably should have kept talking.
Yeah.
I guarantee you when she left, she probably
Mm-hmm.
might bring it up, but I guarantee she gonna probably be like, damn, now he probably thinks this. I probably should have kept talking.
Yeah, she was saying, as soon as I was done, now I feel like he probably think I'm a bitch.
Listen, Louis don't know
Because that
shit
was
about
part.
that. Of course I know shit about that. What you mean? I mean, like, because I'm very social does not mean I don't have
Bro,
social anxiety sometimes.
That overthinking shit, dude.
Yeah, bro. Ask
Oh
Akeem.
my
Akeem and
God.
Devontae know I am a big overthinker when it comes to shit, bro.
brain
Nah, I'm
melt.
very
And I
social,
came home and I was like, honey,
I have my moments.
okay, let me explain. And he was like, babe, you're fine. You're fine. I don't think he thinks that. But it's in my head. You know what else
People
is in my
energy
head?
and right, like,
Science.
I would have social.
These are the two things.
Science.
These are the only two things I think about. When the lights go off, I see a flashing light. No, I'm just kidding. When the lights go off, other than the flashing lights, I think about the eye doctor thinking I'm hitting on him. That there is a man out there that thinks I hit on him. Offensive. No, I'm just kidding. And then this. Science. I think about this science every day. Have you ever heard of science? You've heard of it. I showed you this, okay? I know. Science is the science of eating cake. And it all starts from the most famous tutorial on how to eat cake. You think that you can just put cake in your mouth and eat it enjoyably? Like,
Yeah.
that's not possible. There is a girl named Yaka, and she's a live streamer, and she's selling cake. Live streamers, when they sell food, they like to give the viewers a close-up of the food. They like to give descriptions on how it tastes
That's a
because they
good-looking
need to
ass
be able to
cake.
sell it
Hell
to you
yeah,
through
I'm
this.
gonna
So
fight,
nigga.
she
What the fuck?
has a little
I don't
cake
like how
in front
that
of her, and
cake
she's
look,
like,
nigga.
hey
That
guys,
shit
Nigga, what?
I'm selling this cake. And I'm
selling
like,
me
ooh,
cake.
this cake is crazy looking. It just looks like a normal Paris baguette cake. That's what we call Paris baguette. We call it Paris baguette, okay? It's a Paris baguette cake. And she cuts a slice, puts it on her plate. Her filters are out of this world. Maybe she looks like that in person, but these filters always throw me off, okay? But anyway, she's live streaming, she's poking, she's stirring at this cake with the fork. Like, this is not a pot. This is not macaroni in a pot. Like, what are you stirring? But she's like picking at this cake to the point where all the comments are getting frustrated and they're telling her, Yaka, just eat the cake. By the way, she's beautiful. Like, she's stunning. She's very pretty, and she's very composed, and she's proper, and she's like high class is the vibe. And she's describing the cake. The way that she moves her hands is very elegant. It's very elegant. Like, no idea that she's hitting on them. Does that make sense? Like, that's the type of person she is. And they're like, eat the cake. Why don't you want to eat the cake? If you want us to buy the cake, eat the cake. They keep asking her. And so she finally reads the comments.
You're gonna piss me off.
Take a bite. And she's laughing with her assistant who's off camera to the side. And she says, yes, I will eat it now. Let me show you guys how.
Huh? How?
You peasants.
I'm not gonna lie. This would kind of feel condescending to me.
And I said,
like, this will make me feel broke.
Show me how to eat a cake. What do you mean? You just eat the cake. And she says, I was just focused on describing the cake to you, just now, but I'm going to eat it now. She's eyes staring into the depths of my soul. I'm getting hypnotized by this lady. And she has her pinky up. She gets her tiny little fork, gets a tiny little piece of cake, opens her mouth in slow motion, puts the cake in her mouth. There's like the softest little rim of cream on the top of her lip, and she flicks it with her tongue. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening with this cake?
What the f did
People
she do
are
different?
already in the comments getting weirded out by that bite of cake. It was so unsatisfying. Like, what's happening? It's not that serious.
Can you do it?
It's very like... And like her hands
the audio
are
listeners are like, okay.
her hands are like covering her mouth, and they're very bony. Her fingers are bony, and they're just splayed in front of her, and she keeps covering her
Man, we
mouth,
pound on
and,
cakes, nigga.
She just says,
like, what the f?
I'm eating it.
Give me that tea.
And she says, I feel the texture is delicate. And she's using both of her hands to kind of, pull the words out of her ass.
Oh, I cannot.
Mainly, it has
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and just say it right now. One of my biggest pet peeves, my guy, are people that talk like, okay, no offense, I love Kim Kardashian. I love her to death. I love the Kardashians. I love the Kardashians.
You don't like
but
them,
I cannot stand how they talk to each other, and then how they eat these. Oh my God, it's one of my biggest pet peeves. I swear to God. But my be trying to do that to her sister, but I'll be like I be trying not to say, bro, that. Oh my God, bro, that's the biggest thing in the world to me.
Kardashian get kiss my ass. I'm gonna tell you, but when I hear them talking, bro, I'm like, bro, please.
Well, Courtney.
No,
why
Dana,
are you
Dana,
doing
you
it like
do
that?
not. Dana, you talk like me and Akeem. You talk like a bro. Bro, you don't be like.
No, she trolling, bro.
Yes, I've been trying to tell my son that this is not the way.
But
Mom, what you say?
Doing that?
Like, what you say, bro? But I love our pool. Can you believe? We don't have a jacuzzi?
Oh my God!
Bro, you know, Kanye was trolling when he said, "Can't believe we don't have a jacuzzi." Like, let me shut that shit, nigga.
Can you believe we don't have a jacuzzi?
Its creaminess level reaches the upper palate, and she's got her index fingers pointed upward, and it's well manicured. For some desserts, the taste only lingers on your tongue coating.
Tongue coating.
But
Chinese shotai is like, the fuck? Okay.
But for this one, the milky aroma fills your entire mouth and even your nasal cavities with the rich and creamy aroma taste. So I think us girls should keep some good dessert in the fridge and take a bite at night when you crave it.
然后觉得它的口感非常的绵密，而且呢，它主要就是一个淡奶香和奶香，它那种香浓的程度会觉得它是直达你的上颚。有些甜品它的甜只是在你的舌苔上，它的奶香是让你整个口腔，包括你的可能鼻腔都是弥漫着那种。
Nah, I ain't gonna lie though. Sorry for pausing, but props that can actually like describe what they're eating. Like I always like look at that and I'm like, bro, I don't know how y'all do it.
That is
like,
an actual talent though.
Yeah, like it's
especially if you could emphasize like every little detail about it.
Like
that's an actual talent, bro.
You ask me what it says like.
I don't even give a fuck. What it taste like? Pudding? What's it taste like?
I feel like it's the fact that like there's people that really just focus on wanting to describe like taste. Literally like every sense that they feel in tasting a certain.
This hungry as like. I don't want to this Popeye chicken nigga. It's good. Lot of you Louisiana fried.
I say, what does that Popeye chicken taste like?
It's like crunchy.
That shit tastes good, nigga.
Cinnamon
like
Toast
straight.
Crunch. What did it taste like? Cinnamon. Cinnamon on bread. Like it tastes like French toast.
The taste is melting in my tongue.
The flavors are melting in my tongue. I swear to God, it's so indubitously, lavishly ambiguous. Like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? Shut up.
I don't even understand. I'm hungry.
让你整个口腔，包括你的可能鼻腔，都是弥漫着那种很香浓的味道。所以我是觉得，大家女孩子是真的是可以囤一些好的甜品在冰箱里面，甚至就是深更半夜突然想吃一口，你就可以取出来品尝一口。
And immediately.
So what's funny is like the word you use, it sounds crazy, right?
Yeah.
But in Chinese, they all have the same 口腔 is mouth.
Nasal cavity.
Nasal cavity is 鼻腔.
You know the niggas that be eating like this?
They all ends with the same word. So it's like she's almost...
She's trying to be poetic about it?
Yeah, it's like 鼻腔, 口腔. Like that's why all the jokes start coming in.
Let me tell you, this is the most ridiculous cake eating thing. It immediately goes viral. In fact, it goes so viral that all the girls end up going to buy a slice of cake. Not even the cake that she's promoting, just like a random cake from the grocery store. They come home, hide their cameras, and they start describing the cake in front of their husbands. They're in sweats.
Like a TikTok trend?
Yes, it's a TikTok trend, and they take a bite and they go, ooh, the texture here is delicate yet dense. Mainly it has a light milky aroma that reaches the nasal cavity, and then it goes all the way down to your pelvic cavity, and then it reaches the tippy tops of your toes before it eventually exits gracefully through your anus. And all the husbands are just like, what is happening?
Wait, she can taste that bitch while it's already in her stomach? Wait, what?
鼻腔、脑腔、胸腔、胃腔，还有
That really became a trend, though. That's great.
This is terrifying. Everyone starts doing this trend. They don't even do it with cake. They do it with everything that they can get their fucking
Do that
hands
shit
on.
with some Popeyes, nigga. We gotta do that shit with Popeyes.
有
McDonald's.
一股淡葱香和葱香的味道，它是直冲你的上颚的。一般不好的大葱只会停留在你的舌苔上。
Bro, this is talent, bro. I'm not gonna
所以
lie.
说，我们一定要吃一些好的大葱。那这样的话，你的口腔、
Nah, but these people are
鼻
trolling.
腔、
I know.
口腔、
But it's still
胸
talent, like
腔、
how they put words together.
腹腔以及你
Booty
的
cavity.
盆腔。
Stomach cavity.
None of this makes sense. First of all, what do you mean
It
it's
don't.
reaching your nasal cavity? That doesn't even make sense. Like, people are saying, am I sniffing the cake or am I eating the cake? Your tongue coating, the white coating on your tongue, it's not even supposed to be good for you. You're not supposed to have
At
like a
this point, you
thick
have a
tongue
relationship
coating.
with cake.
Also, cake, put it in the fridge and take a bite at night when you crave it. What do you mean you're supposed to take a bite? It doesn't make any sense.
示范一下。所以我真的建议我们女孩子可以囤一些好的数学试卷在家里。当你觉得自己生活过得太好的时候呢，就拿出来做一张，还蛮不错的。
And my question was, Tiffany, because my sister-in-law shows me this, and then she's like, isn't it crazy? Because she kept... Listen, Tiffany was going through a phase where she kept
was that
making
a
these
filter?
inside jokes that only Chinese people understand, and she kept describing food at the dinner table in like a weird way, and she thought it was cute, and I was like, I don't know what's happening. Then I saw the video. I got it now. It clicked, and I'm like, who is this lady? She said, you're never going to believe it. You're going to die. I said, I'm going to believe it. It's fine. Like, I'm not going to die. Just tell me. Huang Xiaoming's girlfriend. Do you guys remember Huang Xiaoming? This is Mr. CEO Bad Boy. He is the head in charge, Angela Baby's husband. I don't know him by anything else.
Ex-husband.
Oh, yes. Angela Baby's ex-husband. Angela
$120
Baby's...
million wedding.
Exactly. That's Huang Xiaoming. This is his new
Excuse you, I beg
girlfriend.
your
And I
pardon.
was like, I didn't even know.
Excuse me. Just
Type
tell.
of rich
Just,
shit is this?
they can slap me in my face.
tell me I'm broke without telling me I'm broke? Yes. God damn, bitch ass nigga, you ain't have to spend that much money on your happiest day of your ass life.
Nah, nigga. Okay, it's actually 31 million. Like that makes a difference. Like
yeah, like that makes me feel better, right? That makes me feel a lot better.
Damn, bro. And it's an ex. Damn, bro. He wasn't even married for long.
Nigga want to be all happy and shit, want to blow it back. Give me you could have gave me $1 million and you still would have had enough of that.
Because he said ex-wife.
Oh God.
So he spent 31.
He spent all that damn money just to crash out later. That's the type of shit. That's the type of shit that get you fucked up. Stop spending all that bread on that happy shit. Stop, bro. Because that shit got me tight now. Because now I can't be happy. Right?
Hey, bro, if he got it, he got it.
That ass, I would blow it back too.
Yeah. He gotta be a big. He spend money like this.
I'll blow a fucking bag too, just not 31 million.
I would rather be happy than blowing back.
31, hun. 31, hun.
Be happy than blowing back because you ass blowing that bag.
I would have told you.
That's all you gonna think about, nigga.
Nigga, this nigga paid down fucking houses on a wedding, nigga.
You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, that's a neighborhood. Nigga, do not a neighborhood. Neighborhoods.
That nigga bought a whole apartment complex.
31 million. You could have gave me $1, dog. Like you could have given me $1, and I'd have been happy. You want to be all happy to yourself and shit. You happy hogging. That's what happened. You're a happy hogger. That's where. And look where it got you for being a happy hogger. Look where it got you.
She left.
Oh, I'm so fucking pissed at you.
$120 million wedding.
Money like
Exactly. That's Huang Xiaoming. This is his new girlfriend. And I was like, I didn't even know what was going on. So she gave me the rundown, and let me give you the rundown. Angelababy and Huang Xiaoming. If you guys remember, Huang Xiaoming was the biggest, baddest male actor in the Chinaverse for a really long time. He took all the bad boy CEO roles. He's the one that's doing all the roles where they slam you up against the wall, you know? And then the problem with Huang Xiaoming, though, is that he started doing this thing where he would bring all of that energy that his character possesses. Like, you know, in America, where a person will play a character, you know, the guy who played Kendall Roy from Succession, and then now all of his interviews, everyone's like, he has become Kendall Roy. Like, it's actually crazy how he is the character. Yeah. I think he's going to play Mark Zuckerberg in the next movie. He's just embodied that, like, fuckboy rich guy character so hard that I don't know what his personality is actually outside of that. And so Huang Xiaoming decides, I'm going to be this in and out of the set, in and out of the drama sets. And so he would go on these reality shows, and there would be these clips that started going viral. So this is after he marries Angelababy. So him and Angelababy get married.
Infamously, his line during the wedding, he said to Angelababy, he said, "Oh, baby, you're in trouble."
He basically said,
"Baby, you're ruined now. I'm gonna ruin you. I'm gonna spoil you so much. I'm gonna treat you so good that you'll never be able to look at anyone else again." He's like, "You're ruined from today onward."
我的 baby 也完蛋了，接下来的日子只有3天，我从来没有对一个女人这么好。
And it was just like the most badass CEO moment of the wedding, and everyone thought it was so cringe. And at that time, Angelababy was much smaller than him. But as their marriage was progressing, Angelababy gets more and more roles. She's becoming the bigger star. He's going down in fame, mainly because the guy is just so cringe. First of all, he's surpassing the age group where he can keep doing this. Like, once you passed a solid... I actually don't know how guys age. I have no clue. But he's just looking a little too unk. He's looking a little too unk to be behaving like he's oppa. You know what I mean? You either look like oppa, you gotta act like oppa. If you look like unk, you gotta act like unk. You gotta make dad jokes. You gotta be funny and you gotta be approachable. You can no longer be... Baby, you're ruined. Like, you can't do that anymore. So he would go on these reality shows, and there would be these moments where everyone has to coordinate. It's all like these challenges. And there would be someone sitting next to him, and they would say, well, what do you think? Like, should we do this? Should we do this? And he would turn to them and say, it's not what you think. I want it to be what I think.
不要你觉得，我要我觉得。
Which it got to the point where it's interesting because when they first got married, a lot of people were accusing Angelababy of being a gold digger, of only liking Huang Xiaoming because he has money and wanting to advance her career.
Yeah, 31 million for a wedding.
After watching him on all of these variety shows saying, it's not what you think, I want it to be what I think, people are now commenting, now I know why Angelababy is starring in so many movies. She would rather be on set than be at home. Like, this is... other Angelababy haters said, I actually think that Angelababy is doing something good for the humanity by dating Huang Xiaoming, making sure he's off the streets, because this is crazy. Other people are saying, this is the tutorial on how to be Huang Xiaoming. Next time you confess to your crush and they say you're not my type, all you have to say is, I don't want you to think. I want it to be what I think. I am your type. That's it. Like,
I am your type.
People are going crazy over this.
That's crazy.
And then you can kind
That's a Uno reverse card.
Oh, also, I will say, there is a clip of him that is now ingrained into my brain. It's just like singed into my skull. It's him singing in English, and he sings, no fears, no hunger, no faithless. And he's trying to say, not at all. But he says, not at all. No faithless, not at all. You think I'm bad at singing, but that's exactly how he...
But why the fuck was there a random black guy?
That look like me. Is that me? Hold on. Was that me?
Like Shaq.
That shit look cute.
Is this a commercial?
Like Escalade. That was Escalade, man.
Nigga just came out of nowhere trying to
Motherfucker came out of nowhere hitting the hezzy and shit.
Like what?
Nigga hit a hezzy and drove to the right. God, nigga.
Yeah, that's the Olympics, man. I'll see the logo.
What that nigga do?
It just...
You think I'm bad at singing, but that's exactly how he sings it. And netizens do not hate him, per se. They're just baffled by his behavior. They just think that this guy is getting crazier and crazier. And you can tell that this is the demise of their relationship as his entire PR image is tanking. And it's not even like people are canceling him. They just think that he's just so goofy. They can't take him seriously. People start loving Angelababy. She becomes the breadwinner in their relationship. And you can tell that that's not going to work well. People are already hypothesizing that Huang Xiaoming needs a girl who is very submissive. He needs to be the dominant CEO. He needs a girl who's super soft, super in distress. And Angelababy, she's sick of this guy. There's this one video of them where she's pregnant with their child and she's wheeling out this giant cake for his birthday at this massive party. And I forgot what it was. She was like, oh, happy birthday. And she keeps saying his age, like happy 40th birthday or 43rd birthday or whatever, right? Because that's what you do. And he snaps at her in front of everyone saying, like, why do you keep bringing up my age? And she looks like she's about to cry, but she keeps just clapping because it's so embarrassing. Like, why are you screaming at your wife?
Damn.
Oh, this nigga is weird.
Yeah. Wow. And so it becomes no surprise when January 28th, 2022, the two of them post on Weibo, thankful for everything we've had, we're still going to be a family in the future. And after so many years of marriage, I think like 6 years of marriage, they are officially getting divorced. I will say very early on in the divorce news, people were very split on which side of the partnership that they want to take. Are they going with mommy or are they going with daddy? That's what the fan base is thinking. Who are you going with in the divorce? A lot of people still just don't like Angelababy. I honestly don't know why people don't like Angelababy. I mean, maybe I'm forgetting something, but every time I come across her, she seems so unproblematic.
I don't know.
I don't know why.
Really don't know
but she has such a big group of haters. I don't know. Yeah. So some people are like, I just don't like Angelababy. I'm going with daddy. Other people are like, he's so cringe. And like, Angelababy's been growing on me. Her work ethic is great. She's doing her own thing now. I'm going to go with Angelababy. And then eventually, everything falls apart because it just gets worse. Everyone starts siding with Angelababy to the point where Huang Xiaoming has to apologize publicly and one of his movies tanks completely.
This is right after the divorce?
Yes, right after the divorce. February completely.
This is right after the divorce?
Yes, like right after the divorce. February 15th of 2022. A few months after the divorce, there are rumors that Huang Xiaoming is dating a new woman. And there are rumors that, okay, so people are like, we don't really know who she is. And then some people are saying, we think it's Yake. And everyone's like, who the fuck is Yeke. We don't know her. Yeke, sorry. Yeke. Okay, we don't know her. So as a result, netizens, they start searching and then they start looking into them because they're like, okay, she looks like she has a social media presence. She kind of acts like an influencer. So maybe we can figure some things out. February 15th, 2022. This is like a month after the divorce announcement. Both of them go on to post on social media showing what looks like the same style of sweet dumplings. It's like a type of food. And it looks like they're making the same food. And the aluminum cooking table looks the same. It looks like they're on some sort of cooking class together. Then March, the next one, they have White Valentine's Day. Yeke is posting about this flower that she received, and it's showing in front of a hotel room view. But then when you go onto Huang Xiaoming's social media, he's also filming at that hotel. He has work obligations, and he's staying at that hotel.
Damn, I'm telling you, these netizens are good.
March, same month. Okay, Huang Xiaoming goes to the city of Dali to film a movie. Yeke also happens to be in Dali taking pictures and posting them all over social media around the same time. And then they're both spotted in Fujian. Police. And as this is all developing, originally, Huang Xiaoming, he's the celebrity. I mean, Yeke, if anything, she's like an influencer, so not really a big deal. If anyone has to post any sort of clarification or any sort of statement, it's going to be Huang Xiaoming because he's the A-list celebrity. He just got out of the divorce. His fans are looking to him for comment. He stays quiet, but out of nowhere, Yeke's very small influencer page posts an official statement. Actually, I have been single for a while. Although I haven't found the best love, I did have a family and a friendship. And I just hope that you guys know that I'm not dating anyone right now. And everyone's like, well, no one really asked like that. Like, they were asking Huang Xiaoming, but they weren't asking you. And, like, it's really weird that you're posting this statement.
Weird.
In fact, it feels like you're posting this statement to tell us that you are dating Huang Xiaoming. And that
like she want more people to talk about dating and Huang Xiaoming's dating. And
yeah, and then also it's like no one was really asking for a statement. So, like, the fact that you're giving a statement is giving me some type of vibe. Yeah. And netizens also found out that Yeke's divorce time was around the same as Huang Xiaoming's. So she was married to a guy, a very rich guy, and they do have a child together, but they get divorced around January of 2022, which is around the time that Huang Xiaoming gets divorced. And then if you look at their profile pictures on WeChat, they changed it to be the same picture.
Wow.
Okay, so his is like a cat. And if you look at the full picture of this animated cat, it's like another kitten looking at the cat. And she is the other kitten. But you can't see it in their profile pictures. But if you find the original image, it's like two cats looking at each other.
Wow. So the rumor was that they're already talking before both of them got divorced, right?
Yeah, people think that they're dating even prior to this. Because if you go back to when he was still married to Angela Baby, she posted on a different Valentine's Day a picture. It's like a drawing. And it's of a guy and a girl. The girl is asking, "Are you cheating on me?" And the boy answers, "No, I'm not." And the caption beside them is, "The truth is not important. Happy Valentine's Day."
That is crazy.
And so people thought it was just like an artistic photo that she's posting. But then now they're like, okay, it's clicking. Some people had some rumors back then, but this is just confirming because they have this massive digital footprint. Like at one point, they found that in his RV, his trailer, when he's on sets, there's this green mini Kelly. Like a purse that's always there, and it all links back to her, and it's like a very specific shade of green. Yeke,
because she also has a small bag.
Yes,
that looks exactly the same.
Exactly the same, and it's like the exact shade of green, and it's like not a very common shade of green apparently. So this is a big deal. People start freaking out, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, all of the new articles that start getting posted online are not about Huang Xiaoming cheating on Yeke or Yeke this or Angela Baby this. It's just about Yeke's beauty. So again, this is just like a random
Yeke's
influencer,
beauty?
And all of the titles and the articles would now read, Yeke's face is amazing. If you look closely, she looks like 50% Angela Baby, 30% Li Fei. Yeah, like another one of another ex of Huang Xiaoming's, who is also a very famous celebrity.
She kind of do look like that.
And then her big eyes resemble another person who looks like Huang Xiaoming's. Basically saying, like, the article would literally write verbatim, even Huang Xiaoming is not even good enough for Yeke. Because she's just so hot. She's like the hottest combination of all of his exes combined. Like takes the hottest parts of every single one of his ex-girlfriends, combines them into one face, and he is undeserving of that face. Now, at this point, people are like, what the f- is going on with these articles? Because again, you're like an influencer. No one's thinking that. And also, if like people are saying if you conventionally put her up against other celebrities, she doesn't have as much aura as any of his ex-girlfriends. Not that we're comparing women, but like what the hell are these articles coming from? People are also trying to figure out who the hell even is she?
So are we saying that she paid for these articles to be written?
Absolutely. That is my personal belief and opinion, and you cannot change my mind without some sort of official document that has been notarized. I'm being so for real. Like, there is no way. There's no way. They even start coming out with like those celebrity bios, you know, like celebrity birth dates. Do you know those websites that are just always inaccurate? Like, I'm pretty sure I'm
famous birthday.
Yeah, I'm born in South Korea. Like, I'm like, okay,
you're not.
I'm not. But a lot of them are like, no, she's from South Korea, originating from South Korea, and I'm like, I mean, I guess, but is my English that bad?
So, but you know, it all adds up. So right now, the image is like she's like doing a lot of
mind games. It gets even crazier. So then all these articles start popping up about how hot she is, how she has the perfect proportions, how if you had to go to a doctor, that's like, if you had to surgically pick the most beautiful face in the world, who would it be? And it's like, oh, it's this random ass influencer named Yeke that nobody's ever heard of. It's going to be her. And then new articles start popping up because they're like, we need to have some depth to this persona. And it's all about Yeke, born in 1992. She's a few years, 15 years younger than Huang Xiaoming. She's a doing influencer with over 800,000 followers, which I know I said small influencer, and Tiffany was saying, listen, don't get offended, but China is so big, okay? We've got like 1 billion people. So if you're under 1 million, you're kind of a micro influencer. And I said, oh, shit.
Yes.
And so I was like, okay.
So,
okay, so having like 20
not going there.
Okay,
so she's like, you're just like, it's just a thing. Like, they even have like 1 million follower club. So like, once you hit 1 million, you're like a certified influencer. You can go around and say, oh, I'm an influencer, right? But under 1 million, it's like a side hobby, she's saying. So it's really cutthroat. So she's got 800,000 followers, but now there are all these crazy articles written about her that are uplifting her. I mean, usually when an influencer dates a celebrity, it's like, what the does she even do? Make videos? It's like crazy, you know? But they're all like, you know, she is considered one of the most beautiful
her PR team working overtime.
Bro.
They're trying to build her up to announce the dating. Oh.
So they're talking about how she started on Douyin and she's so wealthy that she's just different. And she's not really someone who needs the internet fame. She just likes to post her daily life. And naturally, because she's so beautiful and stunning and because she drives a Rolls Royce, people naturally started following her. And it was like an unexpected surprise. She's attended an elite private school since kindergarten. She graduated from Shenzhen University, which is huge, with a major in broadcasting and hosting.
I know this one.
It's a nice resume.
Okay. Podcaster.
Oh yeah. No, this one is really bad. He's giggling, and I'm just gonna give you a spoiler alert. So people were able to hunt down all this information later on because they're like, I don't know. It just sounds too crazy. Like she sounds like she has the resume written by a Chinese mother, like a mother who's like, what do I want my daughter to grow up to be? I'm gonna write the resume right now. That's what it sounds like. Turns out Shenzhen University does not even have a major in broadcasting and hosting. Turns out she failed too many classes. She didn't even graduate from Shenzhen University. But I feel like you already knew that. She once showed off having a limited edition bag that's worth like $1 million. Okay.
That's in the article too.
Man.
Okay.
Okay, she's like $1 million bag.
$1 million bag holder.
Yes. She's not in the 1 million follower club yet, but she has $1 million bag. So it doesn't even matter at this point. She became a TV host in 2013. No one really knows anything about that. She married her first wealthy husband, Marx Wang. His name is Marx. His family is in the mining business. He bought her a luxury house worth more than $3 million. The wedding was very luxurious. All the invited guests
know everything.
Why do you think they know everything?
Oh, got it.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, like if you ever see an article that's like Stephanie Sue likes to color coordinate her underwear drawer with pink, purple, lilacs in descending ombre color coordinated order. I mean, you better believe that I had some involvement in that because like who else would know that?
No, or people make up all the time.
Yes, but this one, it's her. Okay. You know what I mean? Also, I don't color coordinate my underwear drawer. Like if you saw my underwear drawer, you open it up. I don't even fold them. Please leave it in the comments. Do you fold your underwear? I actually think folding underwear is the biggest waste of time ever because think about it. No one is seeing the underwear drawer. And then you know how like I did think about this before too. You know the little things where you have the dividers where you put each undie? And I'm like, I also don't see the point in that. So I got these 2 bins. One is for I'm feeling hot and one is for I'm not feeling hot. That's pretty much it. That's my categorization of my undies. And he already knows too because I'd be open up that drawer. I go from this bin and he's like,
underwears. I feel like for guys, I feel like we fold our underwears, bro.
Yeah, honestly, for girls.
But for girls, their underwears look all different. They look like cable. Like all type of shit. You just break that shit. Just, that shit is like.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like, what you folded?
Even they don't fold that shit. They're like, but we just, like she said, we just, like, it's like all
niggas be out here talking about some. Like, bro. What the fuck? What the fuck?
I was tell myself.
Oh, bro, I hate niggas, dog.
Yeah, I think it just depends on the type of underwear you got.
Because the type of underwear that guys wear, it looks more like a short pants type shit.
Yeah, it's like
so you have to actually fold it. Mm-hmm. But for women, it's like they don't got something holding their dick, so it's like
you know what I'm saying?
It's like
for men, it's kind of like folding shorts, bro.
Yeah.
Unless you got tighty whities.
Or you wear a thong.
I go from this bin and he's like, oh, she's feeling hot. Okay.
What?
Like you just know. Do you know which ones are hot and not?
They're all hot.
Stop it!
What do you
You're so sick. You're gross. What's wrong with you?
Especially those like.
But I'm not. But just know how they are. I know they've turned these cameras off multiple times, but the way they be talking to each other.
Cut out a lot of.
She's like, man, my husband right here. How
oh my God.
Like some shit you say when we.
Stop it!
What do you
She said, I like this shit, but we can't say this on camera.
What's wrong with you?
Especially those like the really big.
That's like a pillowcase.
I got these really comfortable undies, but they're made out of this really it's like stiff material. I put them on, and he's like, "It looks like you stuffed toilet paper tissue into your undie." But he did say it was hot, so I put them in the hot bucket. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, she was definitely working with these people for these articles. Netizens also did fine because people are saying that this is just very strange. This is very strange. At this point, nobody really thought weirdly of Yeke until these articles start coming out. They start digging into her. There is a picture of Yeke with her first husband and Angela Baby. They went to some sort of event. Angela Baby's there, and they end up taking a picture together, and then she ends up dating Angela Baby's husband, ex-husband. Mm-hmm. People are like, this is giving me some weird shit. It's giving me some weird energy. It's giving she's plotting. She wants her life. She wants to be Angela Baby number 2. And why does she look so much like Angela Baby? Everyone is saying she looks like she went to the doctor and said, can you make me look like Angela Baby?
No,
and then that's what the doctor did. I will give you something too. People were asking in the comments if she has had any work done. You know what? I'm gonna save that for a second. But first, we gotta go back into her first marriage. So all of these articles are talking about how she's a female entrepreneur. She's the director of these massive companies. She only drives around in a Rolls Royce or a Bentley. She has luxury cars. Her quality of life is fantastic.
But she did a better edit than that, man.
Why would she even get a divorce? Like, it doesn't even make any sense.
She did that
Turns out her first husband, the articles state, cheated on her with a small influencer. And then he offered her $14 million as a divorce settlement. And she said, I don't even need it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Flex.
I don't even need it. Just let's sign the papers. And so all of this goes public, and everyone is like, okay, we're going to look into it.
No reason either.
And they don't really find anything about her. They just find
14
pictures of
minutes.
her.
I take
She's
it.
just going on vacation and is driving a Rolls Royce. But throughout the rest of the
You
year,
know what?
there's so many pictures of her and Huang Xiaoming going to different places. She keeps posting very suggestive photos where it makes it seem like she's wearing a diamond ring, and now everyone's like, oh my god, are they engaged? And it gets to the point where now Huang Xiaoming feels like he has to say something, and it's all because Ye Ke posts first. She posts a screenshot of Huang Xiaoming and his team talking to her, where she tells them, I'm going to say something about the rumors, like, I'm going to shut it down. And then he's like, no, I will do it. She posts that screenshot. I don't know if she was trying to make us believe that she posted that accidentally, because later she deletes this screenshot.
Okay, context, right?
Yeah.
There's some rumors, everyone's talking about maybe they are dating, maybe they're not, whatever. Out of nowhere, boom, a post of a screenshot of a conversation between her and Huang Xiaoming's team.
A private conversation.
And that's the only context she gave. She said, I'm going to say something and shut it down.
Exactly.
And Huang Xiaoming said, no, baby.
I'm going to shut it down.
I will do it. I will shut it down.
And then immediately after, he goes on Weibo and he says, sorry for taking up public resources, but everyone can stop guessing. We are together. Then 15 minutes later, he edits the message and tags Ye Ke. Ye Ke then goes...
He forgot to tell people who is he with. We are together. Wait, hold on.
Who are you talking about?
I am together with this one. Come here, let's take a picture. Okay, so he forgets to tell everyone.
He's like, it's all about me.
Yeah, he's like, who cares?
Who cares?
Oh, it takes two to be in a partnership? Okay, fine. Let me tag her. And then immediately after that, she deletes the group chat screenshot that she had posted. Wow. So people feel like she posted that to pressure him into saying that they're dating.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like, she's saying, I'm going to say something now because the rumor is getting too big. So let me announce it, or let me get some conversation.
Exactly. And she becomes a sensation overnight. She gains another 100,000 followers overnight. Still not in the 1 million follower club, although I do think she is now after her cake eating shenanigans. But yeah, she becomes the... Okay, so for the first month after it goes public, everyone's like, no, this girl is weird. We think she's a clout chaser. We think she's a gold digger. And she's just kind of sus. I don't know if she's from an elite kindergarten private school who then grew up and went to Shenzhen. But nobody really cares about her like that. They're just like, I don't know, it's weird. Some people are just saying that he went down after Angelababy, like he's settling for less. Some people think like they just don't like them because they were allegedly maybe cheating while he was still married to Angela. Like there was just not a positive connotation with either of them. It was just like, whatever, who cares about either of them? Let them do their thing. A month after that though, everything changes because she decides to eat a cake on live stream, and this cake changes everything because she is now really made her it is a new term coin, Ke science.
Okay, her name is Ye Ke. Science in Chinese is 科学. Even though both has Ke in there, they're completely different spelling. People just replace the word. Now it's like 科学. Like her last name still sounds like science. So they say whatever she's doing, it's a form of science.
Oh, it is a science. Her eating cake is a science. People started putting that cake video up side by side with Angelababy, who's eating dessert. So Angelababy did like a big magazine shoot, and she is making this like cream puff. And she was like, this is definitely a very high calorie way to eat it because she's spreading cream and jam. And then she takes a big hearty bite and she's like, but it's so good. This is like one of my favorites. And so people are like, I feel like that's classy. Whereas this whole like nasal, in the nasal cavity, in the pelvic region, like you can pretty much, it goes all the way up until you can feel it in your neural pathways. And all that's in your brain is a slice of cake. Just circling around is the cake.
Also, the way she say that, all the girls should save or collect a piece of fine dessert in your fridge. In the late night, you take a bite. It's almost like
it's like a wine.
Yeah, it's like, what are you talking about? It's just a piece of cake.
Like it is
and
wine.
then
That's
people
crazy.
were actually like, okay, it sounds like wine, right? And people found sommeliers or whatever online, and they describe wine like that. So this girl went online and went to like, because wine is like the most pretentious way. I love wine people, whatever. Do your thing. Who cares? Literally, who cares? No one cares. I don't care. I just get very anxious when they like pour a sip at those really fancy restaurants and then the person is just like standing there and I'm like, I don't know what to do. And I go, so good. Like, I don't know what to do.
I don't understand how
That's
wine
the only
is
time I hate wine people.
I'm a
like,
wine guy myself, but I don't understand how it's
I already ordered it. You're already going to charge me for it. It's just like pour it
what
in the
makes
glass
wine
and walk
good?
away. But instead, I don't know if I'm supposed to like spin
All
it
of it
around the
tastes
cup.
nasty.
Some people are like, you got to smell
That
it.
shit's sweet.
You gotta do what your cuz doing.
Yeah, like you gotta do the
tastes like
nails,
what?
the
It tastes nasty.
pinky.
Hitting my
alcohol.
neural pathway.
And then I just start
pelvic
gurgling
floor.
it. Yeah. I'm like, hold on, I gotta go to the bathroom with it
I
real
feel like
quick.
wine is definitely better than
I don't know
drinking
what I'm doing.
vodka.
And
Oh,
so
yeah,
people
for
went
sure,
to these
100%.
wine videos and they describe wine the way that she. So apparently, tongue coating is a big thing in wine. Nasal cavity is a big thing in wine. Aroma is a big thing in wine. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, which is so valid because
when
you don't
you
go to
smell
fucking
it,
Heidi Lau and
You
you're
can
like,
tell if it's
the
a good
aroma.
quality wine.
You know what? I'm gonna be such
Yeah.
a menace. I'm gonna go eat
Like,
hot
that's
pot
a
one day. I'm
stronger
just gonna.
thing.
I'm gonna.
Because some people, like some people intend to like keep wine for a long period of time. There's some wine that they've like. You see some old heads, they have wine since when like their grandpa like passed down to them or some shit. And then those type of wine, but because they've been for a long period of time, the longer, the better. Like, and it's
Yeah, I know that, but like, how the hell are you like?
stronger and it tastes stronger and it tastes better. Yeah, compared to a freshly made wine type shit. Yeah. And them
nigga
shit
like me,
more expensive.
I don't even taste it.
Yes, I can't. It's probably because I don't drink enough. But like,
yeah, probably.
I like the only if I do drink alcohol, it'd be wine.
Mhm.
Like if I even wanted to drink, it'd be wine. But it's like I don't know what to look for that like the qualities that makes wine good.
What? I'm gonna be such a menace. I'm gonna go eat hot pot one day, and I'm gonna start being yucca. I'm gonna start being the tomato. See, the firmness is soft to the point where when it goes down and travels the esophagus, you can almost feel it stop in your chest and take a dudunk, a beat before it goes down into the intestines, where it leaves you with this almost
what I'm talking
ketchupy
about, like,
aroma
nigga.
because of the tomato flavor
much
profile
shit.
is already so sweet. It's almost like the sugar in the ketchup. It's Heinz. Like,
But
that's
every
me.
time we eat hot pot Heidi Lao, the next day we feel it. We feel the aroma. We feel the aroma
in the toilet.
I'm trying to be classy.
crazy.
That's actually crazy because I'm trying to be classy right now. Oh my
It
god!
actually hits the pelvic cavity.
No,
What is it? Pelvic floor?
it does hit the pelvic cavity. We were talking to one of our RM researchers, and she was like, "Oh yeah, no, I've had spicy food before," and I'm like, "Oh, you haven't had hot pot." The next day, she comes in and she's like, "So, I had to take off all of my clothes while I was on the toilet because I was sweating." She's like,
That's crazy.
I was like fighting. I was sweating. I was
Nah, bro, have y'all ever had no type of shit?
having the
Wait, that's you go in the toilet, bro. You thought it was about to be a regular ass shit, bro.
Everybody
you know,
does.
nigga, you like this.
Bro,
You start
You
taking off.
you start putting shit down.
Nah, I didn't talk about.
You start putting shit down. You looking for the nearest.
but that should have your ass stripped last thinking, bro.
Hell yeah, you go butt naked.
Nigga, that's to put your phone down. It starts off with you putting your phone down.
They gotta grip the floor. Nigga throws me in that like this, dude.
I was drenched. I had to take off my shirt. I was like having the shakes
that's-
on the
that has
toilet.
me
Yeah,
scared,
but
too,
now,
like, damn, bro,
now
I'm about
she
to
a
shit a
hot
baby.
pot connoisseur. She eats hot pot like us now, but it took her a minute. Yeah, it took her some time. So it's cause science. Even when she's asked about simple things like, "Do you use a beauty filter?" Because let me tell you, you take one look at her video, beautiful girl. I'm not judging
Nah, that's a
anybody's
filter
looks.
on
I don't
there.
care. But you're using a beauty filter. And she just says, I'm not using a beauty filter. I only turned on 15% face slimming. Which all the viewers went, question mark, question mark, question mark. Like, what do you mean 15% face slimming? Other people are asking.
She didn't max it out. She said, I could have turned into E.T.
Yeah. But she said, you're welcome. I'm doing this for you so you don't feel about yourself. I only got 15% slimming done.
怎么开美颜？其实我瘦脸才开了。
Like, what is happening? Also, like your face is very blurry, so like we think that you got a face filter on, which is totally fine, but like you could just say that. So then someone asks her during the live stream, did you get any work done on your face? And she denies it. And she said all those before photos that are online, those are edited to make me look bad, and that's actually not true. And then later she's like, okay, fine. I did do a little bit, really did not do much, and she starts using Chinese and English. So she'll say things like, do, and then like a little bit, and then she'll say, really did not do much in English. Like, it's just like
she's mixing Chinese and English. And then the English she chose is do. I didn't do much.
Yeah.
So it's like in Chinese it would be like, I didn't 做 much.
Yeah. Yeah.
I only 做一点点, like a little.
Yeah.
Like it's like a really bizarre way of.
It's like not a word that you really need to use in English. Like usually when you have like Konglish, which is Korean and English, it's like
she didn't
I don't know,
do,
Mom and Dad, I don't know the word for that, so I'm just gonna throw it in English while I'm speaking in Korean. But like do is crazy. Do is unhinged behavior. Like something is not clicking in that skull. Okay, but she's like, I'm not really like a technology person. And so technology person refers to what Chinese netizens call someone who is completely iPhone faced out.
You're surgeried out.
You're like, high tech.
Yeah, your face is the product of today's technology.
Yeah, it's like medical innovation that you are displaying on your face, which is totally fine, right? But she says, I'm not a head to toe, full body technology person. Just a little bit of tech, like 40% tech. And everyone said 40% is almost half, which again is fine. No one's judging you. But 40% is almost half. Like, are we forgetting that? But she's like, no. Like, I didn't do face a lot. And she says do face in English. And she said just 40%.
上度了嘛，微度，但真的度的不多，不是从头到脚都科技人，一点点科技。40%科技吧。
And so everyone is now saying, okay, yucca science, 40% is now small minority. This is not majority. It's actually tiny. So if you own 40% ownership in a company like Alibaba, you know, still nothing. You're broke. You have nothing. You own nothing. Other people are just saying, it doesn't even make sense. She looks AI generated. Okay, like she literally looks like AI generated person. Fans are also making photo collages showing Yucca's face changing from version 1 to version 2 to version 3.
That's her.
I don't know. I think that's a little mean.
Oh, like the progression of the plastic surgery.
Yeah. I think it's a little mean. But you know, she's a little crazy to the point where people start doing TikToks now. And it's like the husband asking the wife, did you flush the toilet? And they go, flushed a little bit, not a lot, not a full flush, about 40%. But not like full flush like a lot of other people. I just do a little.
Oh.
Do a little.
That's what he said. She almost turned
like
into
when your boss is asking you if you did your work today. I didn't do much, just do a little, you know? Didn't do the whole thing, did 40%, you know?
作业 do 了吗？微 do 吧，但真的 do 的不多，40%科技吧。
So people start using this in school, where they'll like film themselves in school where the professor is like, did you do your work? And they're like, do a little bit. So it just keeps going. They're like, this is the gift that never stops giving. In fact, another one from the science, it's the way she talks. There's this one where she's selling clothing, which by the way, people bought her clothing and they said it was the worst clothing ever. There's this one where she's like talking about the clothes and she says, it's a really nice brown color.
Whoa.
And I just think that this brown color just looks a little bit different from other brown colors. Literally like that. Okay, when Tiffany was explaining it to me, I was like, there's no way. I felt like it was the Valley Girl cadence, which I also do sometimes, which is like it's a brown color. Like that, I get it. Like it's brown color. Like it's attached to the word, right? But there's almost a pause before the it's a brown color. No, literally.
It's a brown
that
color.
was the perfect one. She goes,
Okay.
just mid sentence, bro. I'm not fucking with you. This is for real. She goes, it's a brown color. Why are you laughing?
Yo, you're doing it too good. It's creeping me out. What is that?
And she'll go like, thank you, sister.
天火小姐姐，撞彩的。
Netizens are like, bro, this is one we can't even make a TikTok trend. All the girls are like, bro, I have to practice for at least another year and then the TikTok trend would be over, because the way she's so naturally is like, is so crazy. And then she does this thing where she's live streaming and some people suspect she's faking it, but she'll be like, I'm getting a call from my boyfriend. So everyone's like, you mean Huang Xiaoming? And then they'll get on the phone and then she'll be like, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. And she'll say, I love you 8 times nonstop. It'll be like, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. What time are you coming home for dinner? No rush, love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Literally like that when they're trying to hang up.
爱你，爱你，拜拜。好的，好的，好的，好的。可以，可以，可以。好，爱你，爱你，爱你，爱你。老公，我爱你。好，拜拜。好，拜拜。
Instead of like, love you, bye, it's like, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love
Like
you, I love you.
on like while live streaming, right? Like in the
Yes,
camera.
okay, it's totally fine. I know why you're looking at me like that, okay? Okay, I get it. I'd be saying some dumb shit too when I'm ovulating, okay? I'd be like, love you, love you, love you. But I do it in private, okay? She is live streaming. And also what's crazier is that she has been caught not on the phone before.
What do you mean?
I think that time she was on the phone, but there were a few times where she would be like, oh, I gotta talk to my boyfriend. And she'd be like, I love you, like, when are you coming back? And she's not on the phone with anyone.
The camera, the phone looks like it's off.
That's kind of scary, though. Isn't that not a concern?
And
Well,
so
that
then
remind
this
me
one
of
came
that.
out,
Remember
people were
that
like,
one
no,
that
makes
we
sense.
watched?
Like, yeah, could make sense because
Where Stephanie was like, it was another news where Stephanie was talking about with the lady that had her boyfriend.
The marry my husband. Whatever.
Yeah. That act like he talking to like family members and cousins and like.
Oh man.
But that ain't talking to nobody because
yeah, bro. That was a lying sack of shit,
bro.
That was a liar, dog.
That is,
and there was a reason why his name was Legion, bro.
Devil.
Nigga had an L in his name, bro.
If you
Nigga
have
is
the
a
ability,
liar.
bro. If you have the ability, bro, to act like that, bro, you need to go reevaluate yourself, bro. Something is not right, bro.
Once this one came out, people are like, no, it makes sense. She's not on the phone with
like
anyone.
the camera, the phone looks like it's off.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so then once this one came out, people are like, no, it makes sense. Like, Yaka makes sense because Huang Xiaoming needs someone like this. He needs a girl that is obsessed with appearing a certain way and will be like, love you. You're so hot. Like, thank you for teaching me how to eat cake. I never knew how to shove a dessert, a sugar bomb in my mouth before you graced this planet. Like, people are saying they kind of seem like the perfect match. And they think that, you know, maybe Angela Baby can finally be free now and she'll be happier. And then these two will be happier by themselves. Until more drama hits. Paparazzi comes out and they expose Yaka fully. They say that in fact, she is not who she claims to be. She is not from a wealthy family. In fact, when you go through her Instagram pictures, she had joined a Socialite club.
Oh yeah.
So it's where you pay a monthly fee and you get to rent clothes like Chanel bags and Chanel tweed jackets, and then they'll like rent a penthouse suite at one of the top hotels, and they'll all take turns taking pictures in that suite with like these designer clothes, designer bags, or sometimes shopping bags, and you can see that her and a bunch of other smaller influencers have the same pictures, and a lot of them, like, people were originally thinking, oh well, maybe they're copying Yaka because now she's becoming big, but they were posted before Yaka. And then people are exposing like everything her mannerisms are all taught by these online classes or like in-person classes of how to become a socialite so that you can marry a rich guy. So then they exposed her for that.
Got rich, faking
and then
richness.
the paparazzi exposes her that her and her ex-husband, the ex-husband does seem to have a lot of money, but the reason that she got no money from her ex-husband is not because she didn't want it. It's because he forced her to.
That is a definition of manifesting.
Allegedly, the ex-husband knew that she was targeting Huang Xiaoming. So a lot of people are saying like, hey, if she plotted this whole thing to marry an A-lister and faked this socialite life so that she could get an alimony or marry an A-lister or have a baby with an A-lister, it's something that you can morally be against, but it's not like, she's disgusting, crazy. Right? I mean, maybe. But I think where people are upset is it seems like she went after him while he was still married. So I think that's where people were drawing the line. And so all of this gets exposed after her Yeke science, and it gets so bad that Huang Xiaoming's, his next movie that debuts, completely tanks. Nobody's going to watch it. Nobody's supporting him. Even if, like, in that hypothetical situation, if it were true, where she was targeting him, he would be the victim. But people still didn't care because of just how obnoxious she was being. She also is such a pick-me. She would say really offensive things on live stream. So she's from the south. She's from southern China. Shanghai is in the south. And China's so vast, and there's so many different types of people in China and different types of like regions and different cultures and different foods. But she would consistently say like the northern people are so obnoxious and loud and just... And it's like, and then she'd be like, and I'm so like petite and small. So like, I think southern China, it's like people are physically shorter. Yeah. And so I think northerners are like taller. And like, you know, the Chinese fashion TikTok? I think a lot of that is in the north because they're so tall. I think that's what I heard. Anyway. So she would say things like that, offend all of northern China. She would also bring up these old just musical legends, and people would be like, do you listen to so and so? Like, think of a non-controversial musical legend. And then she would say, no, he's like I don't listen to perverted music, and the music is not perverted. And so with all of that, Huang Xiaoming had to publicly apologize for dating Yeke. He had to announce that they are no longer together, but she does have a child with him. And that is where Yeke is now. She is still posting online.
So yes. They announced that they're dating, but then like every live stream, like all the things that she's doing, just like getting more and more problematic. People are just like going in, and then all her questionable past is getting dug up.
So originally it's like all the articles are coming up and people are like, that's weird, but also who cares about them? And then the Yeke science started happening and people are like, this is crazy, 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 crazy. And then she starts saying things like the northerners, this musician. And then she just like, even Wang Sitong came out and said, bro, no one would even go to their wedding if they get married because she's managing to fucking offend everyone in the country. She's just really bad.
That's crazy. You know you remember Wang Sitong went to Angelababy and Huang Xiaoming's wedding, and he was the best man for Huang Xiaoming. So they're besties.
Yeah, but he said no one's gonna go.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and he's like literally calling out Huang Xiaoming like, hey, what's going on with your girlfriend? She's literally she's on a mission to piss everyone off. Yeah. Even he doesn't like her. And so she would say all of these offensive things, just like, I'm not obnoxious. It's just pick me energy. Pick me annoying energy where she's just very not likable. And then the paparazzi guy starts digging into her because now it's like, now people just want to see her go down. And then they discover all of the different lies and maybe the allegation that she had set this up from the get-go. Huang Xiaoming's movie ends up completely tanking. He has to apologize. They break up, but then turns out she's pregnant.
Oh, they found out.
Yeah. So, and then they're like releasing information of them going to the hospital together. It seems like she's calling paparazzi on that. Yeah, but it seems like they have a baby together now.
But they're not together.
It doesn't seem like it. But who knows, right? And that is where Huang Xiaoming is now. I had no idea that Huang Xiaoming would be connected to one of the events that melted my brain in recent months. The cake eating video. The cake eating video. I don't know what else to say other than I gotta go eat a cake and replicate this. I will let you guys know how it goes. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. And
how many of y'all want cake now, Chet?
I'm coming back with some divorce shows soon. Just you wait, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Shout out to Stephanie, man. Thank you so much, Stephanie, bro. You gave us a good laugh tonight, Steph.
Yeah, that was good.
Thank you so much.
That was good.
That's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Like when you start going more viral, man, it's a good thing, but at the same time, it's like niggas start digging.
I mean, that's right.
The more famous you get, the more you gonna dig.
W Steph, Chad. W Steph.
And these people,
so you gotta always have a very clean, journey of you going on social media, because you use everything that you've done in the past. You know what I'm saying? They'll pull all that shit. You think you good? They're gonna find that shit.